Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish land a massive commitment in the 2024 recruiting cycle. Four-star linebacker Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa from St. John Bosco committing to Notre Dame, and Marcus Freeman getting it done. Another name to mention, Al Washington. As a Michigan guy, he did a phenomenal job up at Michigan recruiting top talent. And take a look at this Notre Dame staff. Like, it's filled with some young you got a young head coach in Marcus Freeman, and you got some really nice young assistant coaches that are doing a very good job on the recruiting trail. And here's just another example. And Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa had an absolutely wild recruiting story here, right? I mean, you saw like him wearing the Ohio State gloves at the 7-on-7s, thought he was leaning Ohio State. There's a lot of buzz around the hometown school in USC. I think Notre Dame was just always lingering in the back with Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa, and they're able to pull it out. Now, before we break down the player in Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa, dive into the film, just want to say thank you to you guys. It's been a blast talking this 2024 recruiting cycle. The amount of support you guys have shown truly does mean a lot. So if you do enjoy the content, you enjoy the updates, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate y'all rocking with the fellas. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers. Legitimately can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys have shown. And let's get into Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa again. One thing I absolutely love is St. John Bosco. Like when you get guys from these type of high schools, you know they're going to be college football ready. Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa is absolutely college football ready. This is a guy that's 6'3", 230 pounds. He absolutely flies around the football field and does a lot of different things too. I mean, you're talking about a guy that can play that off-ball linebacker spot. You'll see him line up on the edge and blitz off the edge. He'll blitz up the A-gap. He'll stack and shed blocks. But what is most impressive for Kyngstonn is his ability to drop back in coverage and how routine and how comfortable he looks playing that football. That's what's rare. You see a lot of really good linebackers who are athletic. They're big. They can go find the football and tackle. Having guys who have the instincts to drop back in coverage, read the quarterback's eyes, and play a role in pass coverage, that's rare. And Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa, that's what he brings to the table. And an interesting kind of timeline for him, right, was one of the top kids in California as a freshman, tears his ACL, misses his whole sophomore season, really good junior season. This is a guy that I wouldn't even be surprised if you see him have a bump in his ranking and you turn on the film. And you could make an argument that this kid should be even ranked higher than he is. He is just one of the more fun film studies to watch. I watched him this morning. You're going to see him do all sorts of things, right? Dropping back in coverage, reading the quarterback, and when it's time to go get the quarterback, I mean, sideline to sideline speed, the ability to make a tackle. And that's, by the way, that's a top 100 quarterback, Elijah Brown, that he brings to the ground. Going to see him drop back. This is textbook, right? Drop back in coverage, read the quarterback's eyes, break down the football, make a play on the football, and then bring it to the house. He kind of checks all the boxes that you really want. You're going to see him kind of be at a quarterback spy right here. And when it's time to get downhill, he goes downhill, finds that football. Really good instincts in the run game, really good instincts in the pass game. And that's kind of what you want. And you're going to see him blitz the A-gap right here and get downhill in a hurry. That's a perfect play call, right? Linebacker blitz on a screen. He blows it up. Coming off the edge, really, really good backside pursuit, making a play on the football. You're going to see him line up in the edge. You're going to see him blitz the A-gap off the ball. It's a dude that does just so many different things for a team, and you just got to absolutely love what you're getting. Again, dipping under a block, going and tackling the football. And you can also see him, like, he wins in a variety of different ways. He's physical enough to stack and shed blocks. He has just picking through traffic, going out and finding the running back against Mater Dei again. I mean, there's so much to like. But you see him blitz off the edge, bend around the tackle. I mean, he blitzes off the edge, off ball. The last play I want to show, it's coming up right here, and this is what's arguably most impressive, is you're going to see him just stack and shed a block, beat it, and then go make a play on a 5-star running back in Nate Frazier. I mean, this is a dude that just, you talk about checking the boxes. Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa, he checks the boxes, and going over to what I was talking about with Notre Dame's rank. I mean, this is a top 10 class in the country. This is their 22nd commit, probably moves into the top 8 after they factor in Kingstonn's commitment. A lot of the hype goes to Ohio State and Michigan and Georgia, and they are building phenomenal classes. Notre Dame is just quietly stacking really good commitments too, and they got a really nice start on it as well. I mean, you take a look at the class. If you're a Notre Dame fan, you have to be extremely excited about what this class is coming along as, right? one of the best quarterbacks, arguably a 5-star, in CJ Carr, 6'2.5", 195. Really, really good performance at the Elite 11. This is a dude that has the frame. He has the arm. He has the athleticism. Kind of checks all the boxes. You couple him with one of the best wide receivers in the class in Cam Williams, and now you add a stalwart of your defense in Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa. We know how important linebacker play is, especially for Notre Dame in that defense. You're getting a guy that's going to play early, and he's going to play often for Notre Dame. You got to be pumped. And the last guy I want to talk about to really round out this class, Notre Dame, Kirby Lambert, top 50 national player, the number 2 offensive tackle, and according to the 24/7 Sports Composite, 6'6", 280. He's trending to Notre Dame. I know Ohio State's making a push. I know Boston College, the hometown school, is making a push, but sounds like Notre Dame in a really good spot for Kirby Lambert, too, in a tackle class that is thin. This would be a massive, massive get for Notre Dame, and we're talking about potentially a top 8, top 5 class that Notre Dame finishes this 2024 cycle with. And I guess like the last thing I want to talk about is just a little bit of Notre Dame fan talk, right? In terms of Marcus Freeman, I think was a phenomenal hire. You saw some growing pains, and I think it would have been foolish. And you saw Oklahoma with the first-year head coach Brent Venables also have some growing pains. I think it would be foolish for fans to just expect Marcus Freeman to come in and win 11 games as a first-year head coach. What you're really optimistic about is that Marcus Freeman continuing to bring in a ton of talent. This is one of the most personable, likable coaches on the recruiting trail. He's going to get the talent. And at some point, it's going to click on the field. And that's what's most exciting for Notre Dame. There are going to be some growing pains with Marcus Freeman being handed the keys to a premier program like Notre Dame. He's a young coach. He has a lot to learn. And he's been vocal saying, I do have a lot to learn. He's really liked in the locker room. The players, the kids coming in high school, they obviously like Marcus Freeman a lot. If you're a Notre Dame fan, I think you have to be super fired up about not only the recruiting class and how it's going on the recruiting trail, but where this program is going as a whole, because Marcus Freeman, I really do believe, is the right man for the job. Again, appreciate you guys rocking with the fellas. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.